just as a heads up for everyone playing Marvel Snap, this Jubilee bundle is by far the best bundle in Marvel Snap. Second only to the Welcome bundle with like the Captain America one that you first get when you play the game. So if you have the disposable income to purchase this, you definitely should. Since it's on Steam and I can just sell like old TF2 items and stuff like that, I'm gonna buy it because it's only $5. But this is like insane. This is an insane bundle. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. You've probably saw my, I'll be giving a breakdown of kind of the bundle that's in the store today. Also, it's just a little bit of bonus content, but it's just a good FYI. Today we made it all the way to rank 128 in Infinite with this deck. And this recording was only going on for 46 minutes, so I gained about 3 ranks in 46 minutes, which is really good. And I'm at collection level 42. I'm finally starting to face some of the pool 3 cards, and you know, it's definitely a learning curve learning some of the pool 3 cards that I haven't faced before. But I thought, you know, this is still a strong deck and I should show you guys it, as I previously had before. So this Zabu deck is the Zabu deck from the other day, just with that Jubilee, where is it? Just with that special Jubilee New Year's card art. But yeah, this deck I think is really a solid choice to climb with. And one of the bigger things in Marvel Snap, I think, for climbing, different from most card games, is not the length of games, but the value you have in Snap. The Snap is so important to this deck. There's a lot of games I don't really show because they just end kind of quickly, where like I will have 3 4-drops in my hand, and then I just draw, like in my starting hand, I draw like Infinaut, I draw like another 4-drop, and then it's turn 3, I don't have Zabu, I don't have Sunspot, I don't have Angela, and I only have 4 drops. My opponent snaps, I'm retreating because it's just 1 cube. There are some games I win without Zabu even, but I think, you know, you have more knowledge than your opponent on when you decide to snap. If you see your hand is Sunspot, Angela, Zabu, you should snap. I mean, even if you don't know what you're going to draw, even if it's early, lock in your opponent for that extra cube, and then, you know, statistically, you're most likely going to win that game. You might end up losing, you might end up retreating and losing 2 cubes, but I think it is statistically superior to snap early with this deck when you know you have Zabu, when you know you have good cards that is like better than your average deck, because you are more likely to win that game than you are going to lose, and it helps you climb so much. I win a lot of 4 cubes because I snap early, and my opponent's like, oh, like now I don't see how the game's going to play out. But when you lock them in, and you have like so many permutations on how you can play the last turn with this deck, it's really hard for your opponent to decide if they should stay in or not. And they're like, okay, like I'm already in for 2 cubes, what's 2 more cubes? Or sometimes they'll even snap back and you win 8 cubes, which isn't very often with the Zabu deck because people know what to expect. But when you could potentially play 3 4-drops on turn 6, you could just play Chavez on turn 6, you could even play Infinaut on turn 6. You know, it's complicated for your opponent to know if they should leave or not, and you are able to milk your 4 cubes. Very consistently. If you milk 4 cubes and leave on 1 cubes, you can climb very fast. You know, in 46 minutes, I was able to get to rank 128 in Infinite. But this is the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. I did another deck guide on the other day, and if you have any more questions, I would, you know, check that video out. I really tried to improve my audio quality on this video, so if you guys like it, if it sounds better, you know, please leave a comment. Let me know if it sounds better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. You know, if you have any suggestions on what you want to see, I'm about to get to pool 3. I'm only like 2 mystery cards away from being in pool 3 now. So, you know, if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. Alright, enjoy. I think I want a Hulk since I have Shang-Chi. This actually seems pretty good. I get a Hulk there. I can Shang-Chi whatever Hulks they get in their own space. And then I can Zabu middle in the following turn. Which isn't that bad. They could have their own Shang-Chi, of course. Armor. Getting their armor means that they are susceptible to Shang-Chi's, which you love to see. I think I'm gonna double Shang-Chi. I mean, it looks like Sunspot's gonna be big enough to blow up, so it seems pretty worth it. What? Like game crashing? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, like, what's going on there? Okay. So do I want a second Jessica Jones? I think not. I think not. Jubilee, sure.
Aid my hand.
That makes things complicated. I do not question if I'll be able to win that tile, just as is. I guess I'm gaining another 4 there, and then they have to beat that, which is not that easy for them. Vision, sure. So do I reveal first or do they reveal first? I reveal first. Okay, they retreat. I was gonna say, that seems like a tough spot for them to win. I mean, if they move vision here, they'll lose here, and then my sunspots can just soak too, which is very good. Bum, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. That's so sad. Jeez. So that card can get moved left to right, and it's suddenly not that good. I think we snap. And I think we play Jubilee right, and then if it hits an ongoing card, we don't really care. And then we can play White Queen here for now, or we can play Moon Girl. White Queen's better if they somehow silence this. And also we can play Warpath here later. So that way, if they, you know, same deal, if they silence it, it's not that bad. Storm.
Aid my
Okay.
hand.
Worst card, but that's fine. Blue Marble? Okay. Let's go Warpath here. Then let's go Jessica Jones here. Well, I guess Jessica Jones kind of awkward with what we could do. No, you know what? Okay, so let's do it a little differently. Let's go Jessica Jones here. And then we can play Warpath here. And even though the ongoing effect is disabled, it doesn't really matter. Because then we still have other options. So if they play a Dino middle, I would lose. So I think I'm playing Enchantress here, and then Moon Girl here. And that's, I think, the best I have. Enchantress here also beats Blue Marble, like if they play Blue Marble. nice. Whew. So just again, the thought process there. If they're like a dinosaur deck, or if they have blue marble, which we know and they have their hand, so they had 4 cards in hand. We knew one of them was blue marble. If they play blue marble middle, Enchantress eats it. If they play, and we win because we're above power. If they play ongoing cards right in the first place, we don't really care. So they have to win right, which we're ahead by, and Enchantress wins middle. Maybe, you know, a risky like snap to stay in on, but I think it had some merit. I think Sunspot goes right. The reason being, so left is bad. I want to play Angela middle if it's a safe spot, and then I want to play Angela Zabu middle. And then Sunspot now can just like potentiate, right? As long as its location isn't terrible. The first card you play here is destroyed. I mean, that's a little annoying, but like blowing that up on an Angela isn't that bad. Like, we've paid our price now already, our tithe. Can't play your first card of each turn is also really good for us. I think we're snapping on this. We get to play Zabu safely middle. Moon Girl's gonna copy great cards, which is nice too. It's always just scary when they could have like an Enchantress or something. I don't think they have Enchantress in their deck currently though. So I was gonna hold one of these, but I think with Shang-Chi drawn, since I can have 2, I think I'm doing this now. I was gonna hold one of them just to fill up my hand, but now, I mean, 2 Shang-Chis is gonna beat a Dino. They play their own Zabu. Okay. I'm almost inclined to just pass here. I guess I can play Warpath middle. And then I can Shang-Chi, Warpath, Shang-Chi or something right next turn. I guess this is fine. This is like the most medium option. And then also, this is good if they like Enchantress me or something. This also grows our Sunspot by 3, which makes right feel really safe. It's pretty hard for them to win that tile now. If they play like... Played Agent 13 this game, which surprises me. But whatever. We do have a die out. So now, I mean, so like keep in mind. So now they haven't copied their hand. Warpath is going to lose points because we're gonna Shang-Chi the left, but I think that's still very worth it. Where now we go Shang-Chi, Warpath, Shang-Chi here, and then so to win. Maybe I even have this wrong. Maybe it's actually Shang-Chi, Warpath here, in case they play another card here. Well, no, this is going to win by itself. They're not playing another card here. And then I can go... Warpath is going to shrink there. I can play Shang-Chi here. And then I'm covering like so many lanes. I don't see how this is losing. So we beat a Chavez. We beat a Killmonger. We beat their own Shang-Chi, because our cards are actually going to get smaller. Where I feel like this is really safe. And if they just play like Iron Man left, it doesn't matter. So Shang-Chi blows up there, which is good. We shrink our own Warpath. They play Shang-Chi, so our shrunk Warpath saves that tile. They play a Moon Girl, and Moon Girl is losing. Thought it through. Thought it through. Victory. Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. 127. 127. So we can have multiple sunspots on the left, which seems good, because they'll just kind of like equate power over time. And Jubilee is pretty good for Mojo World because we get 2 cards there. Cloak. So they're going to be a movement deck, which is fine, I think. No cards getting out here. It's complicated. But yeah, so Jubilee looking good in the middle. We also haven't drawn our Infinaut yet or anything. And they're storming that. It's interesting. Well, so Sunspot's just going to win that over enough time. Obviously, they can move into it, but Sunspot's like really good for that kind of tile. And then we're going to Jubilee here, I think. And then I think last turn of the game we want to Chavez the right side probably, but it's hard to say for sure. I wish I had one more Sunspot. I wish we flipped first. Because if we had another Sunspot, then we can go Jubilee here, and then we can go Sunspot there, like Sunspot there on turn 5, one more 4-drop there, like Jessica Jones, and then we can win the right with Chavez. But as it currently stands, it looks like that probably won't happen. It's pretty hard for them to move to the right though, where it feels pretty. I feel pretty confident that they're probably locked in here. They could always play cards in the middle and then Heimdall to the left, but they can't get the Cloak or the Storm out of left. Okay. Ooh, Zabu's a great hit. Zabu's so good, actually. So White Queen's Jessica Jones, these gain 2. They can obviously move out the Nightcrawlers, but then I think I'm going to win right as it currently stands. Okay, so they move one of their Nightcrawlers, and they have a Craven there. Craven goes that tile, sure. Do they have a Heimdall? They do have a Heimdall. So now, let's think about this for a second. So, we're winning right. They go Nightcrawler right. They can't stick a Nightcrawler on the rightmost tile. And if they move Nightcrawler right, they're gonna lose middle. Their Craven's locked there. I think this is a snap. Because so how this works is they can move one Nightcrawler out, play Heimdall right. If they play Heimdall right, we're gonna win there. If they play Heimdall middle, we're gonna win middle. And then Chavez is just gonna beat this tile. Currently. Like 9 here is just enough. Maybe I'm not even supposed to play that. It's actually more power to play other stuff. I wish I could take it back. I forgot I didn't adjust to Zabu in my head from like my previous game plan. Heimdall should still be losing on the right, but it is definitely unfortunate. I think they retreat on this though. I don't think they stay in. Yeah. So it would have been more power to play multiple 4s, but this is still winning because of how we talked about it. But there was definitely like a safer line there that we neglected. I think it's good to play Angela left if it potentially becomes Machine World. Nexus. I've never seen this rocker. Does he have a peg leg? That's so cool. That's so neat. Let's Sunspot here for now, and then we can potentially win right in the future. Bishop A. give him Machine World, which is kind of a possibility we talked about. I think we Jubilee to lead. It still has really good hits. I mean, the worst hits are out of our deck. I'm actually going to snap on before the Jubilee flip because if it's an Infinaut, we basically instant win the game. And then also, so currently, our worst hits are out of the deck. So, like, Enchantress is fine still. Sunspot, sure. And Chavez is amazing, which is what, you know, is what we're hoping for. So... I'm just thinking, we're going to flip first. I could just pass and play an Infinaut here, which feels good. Also grows 5 here, so I can just pass into Infinaut. Blue Marble, sure. Now we had 20 here, and they also flip first, which was an important thing. So priority is really important in these games sometimes, because if I had priority first here, I play my Infinaut, they can play like a Shang-Chi or something stupid, and then they kill my guy. But by them having priority here, they have to play their card flips first, my Infinaut's protected, and then I add 20 power. So I think this is really good. And then obviously 20 power is probably going to win multiple spaces. That's a really good card to have for their last card, admittedly. So sick. So sick the games you win with this deck. Dude, I've won so many games with Infinaut, and I just played it for the Jubilee, but I mean, Infinaut just keeps winning. It's so weird. I like really just don't expect it, but then it just keeps like hammering away these wins sometimes. Hard to decide where you want the Sunspot for sure, but I think Sunspot left is fine. Since we don't know what the other locations are going to become, like that's the only location we're sure of because it's going to ruin one of the other ones, where I feel like Sunspotting the left is pretty safe. So we don't know if any of these are long to this world. No cards are revealed this turn. Okay, well we're passing anyways. Pass right back, surprisingly. Zabu's always tough. I mean, so... we can play Zabu this turn. Double spell next turn, triple spell the following turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, as long as we draw... Well, we can double spell. But this saves us mana in the long run, where I feel like it's worth it to Zabu. We also still grow our Sunspot, obviously, but it doesn't look like they'd run Killmonger with Ant-Man and... Nightcrawler here. We are currently beating a Swordmaster on the left, which is why I kind of committed to the left, is just in case they continue to play cards there. And so this turn I think I want to fight middle, because I think Nightcrawler, they're going to have leave here. And then I think if they're having Nightcrawler leave there, they are most likely to commit to the right and left. And if they commit right and left, Jubilee and Jessica Jones is probably enough to win that tile. And we can also... quad spell the following turn, which is good. Or triple spell, sorry. We can triple spell on turn 6. We also, of note, have to play Jessica Jones this turn to get the additional 4. If we don't play her this turn, we're not getting it at all. Thor. I don't think I've actually seen Thor before in a game. I've seen Thor in like YouTube videos where I'm kind of surprised they didn't go like, Thor, and then like, you know, like, you haven't seen this card before. Here's Thor, you know? But, fine. So they snapped, which is interesting. Are they a Killmonger deck? I'd be surprised if they were Killmonger. And so Mjolnir says give Thor +6 power. Do we think they drew Mjolnir? I mean, if we think they drew Mjolnir, this is a pretty safe play, and then we can just like Enchantress the right still. And we're adding 9 to the left. Middle is pretty safe. I think this is okay to stay in on. Because if they reveal Mjolnir, we're winning right, and then Enchantress is obviously going to shut off Any shenanigans on the right? Chavez. Just Chavez? I feel like I wouldn't stick out on that. That's fine. Maybe it was a bluff. I don't know.
Victory.
They decided Apocalypse and Chavez could do it. I hate add a scroll to each location. Add a scroll to each location is like one of the worst tiles for us. I mean, so it shuts off Warpath or whatever his name is. Angelo gets worse. And they're a destroy deck, so they're pretty happy probably to have it. But whatever, it's fine. Sunspot gonna soak. Sunspot gonna soak so much. That's why Sunspot is, by the way, the huge Zabu upgrade for this deck. Nova and the Collector in the same deck is interesting. I have to pass, which is unfortunate. I feel like they probably win Asgard and draw 2. Bucky Barnes. So I can contest Asgard, but if they have any destroy card, they have 11 there. I feel like it's just not worth it. I feel like what's more important than that is me playing to Mojo World so I don't lose like to tiebreakers, and also then they have to play another card there in the future. So they do play Carnage, which, I mean, it kind of looked like they were playing for the Asgard, which is fine. It is definitely good for them, but I think this is also still an okay option for us, obviously. Having the Devil Dinosaur is great, kind of. Where we can Devil Dino mid. Do I want to Devil Dino? I kind of have to Devil Dino this turn. I think I'm going to snap, and I think I'm going to play Devil Dino mid, and then if they play Devil Dino left, I can Shang-Chi it. If they don't play Devil Dino left, I can Jubilee left, and then probably still win that tile. I could also just, of course, whatchamacallit, do something else. But our Dino is bigger, and they need to play another card there. So they need to play another card to win Mojo World now. And we are able to win left. It just becomes an issue of what's better to win left with. So Angela is gone. Sunspot is gone. Zabu is still in the deck. Enchantress is still in the deck. Jessica Jones is still in the deck. So mathematically, it's best to play Chavez, because playing Jubilee adds 2 to Sunspot, 1 power to the board, which is 3 so far. If it's Jessica Jones, it's less power than Chavez. If it's Zabu, it's less power than Chavez, so Chavez on the left is winning that. Let's play another card middle. Play Killmonger, which is fine. We kind of saw that coming, actually, and we play the Chavez left. And look at that, exactly according to plan. Feels good. Feels good. Can Zabu take us to 128 is what the question becomes. Zabu on the ongoing tile, obviously very strong. If they have Enchantress, though, you know, we don't want to snap too early. I do not think they have Enchantress now. I think we pass this turn and we snap next turn, assuming we don't see anything too crazy. Nightcrawler doesn't really do anything there. Yondu. They get our Angela, which is not great information for them. I think we are going to snap. For now. And then all of these cards are going to cost 1. That's annoying, but I mean, it's actually only going to cost 2, so it's fine. Well, it doesn't even cost, it doesn't even get the debuff, which is kind of hilarious. So I think if we're gonna win, I think we want to avoid the ongoing effect, like tax, where I think we play Jubilee middle, and then White Queen, And then I think Jessica Jones here this turn. Maybe we don't want to be full commit to this. Maybe we just play Jessica Jones like on the right. And then we can play cards here still pretty freely. I do worry about them like Enchantressing or Zabu, but I think if they Enchantress or Zabu, it's still mostly fine. And then, well, so how much power am I going to have here? This can hit Angela. This can hit Sunspot. Sunspot would be worst case. It can hit Chavez. It can hit... I think it's actually best to do this. Like, just the odds of it hitting something good. The worst hit is Sunspot, and Sunspot isn't even that bad right now. So they get one of these cards, sure. I think we want to keep the Warpath strong, though. Sunspot is the worst hit, but that is okay. It's not even that bad. They have a Galactus. Created by White Queen? What? What? Oh, we created it by White Queen. If this is your only card here, destroy all other locations. I mean, so they're not gonna. That's fine. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here. So, Moon Girl, Warpath, and then we get Enchantress, Shang-Chi, and America Chavez on the left in the following turn. Devil Dino is exactly what we thought we'd see. Do I have to be worried about Iron Man? If they play Iron Man for 5, we're still winning left. I'm not worried about Iron Man. Iron Man middle doesn't win. I guess they can go Night Stalker, Iron Man, Ant-Man. Night Stalker, Iron Man, Ant-Man is 3 times 4 is 12, and we would still win on the left. Where I feel like this is our 128 game. This is also going to grow by 3 or by 5, keep in mind, so it's really hard for them to win middle still. Chavez. Doesn't matter, Chavez. Does not cut it. Does not cut it. Feels good, man. Feels really good. Wow.
Victory.
Hi, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Currently, I'm making a Marvel Snap video every day. So if you enjoy Marvel Snap videos, if you enjoy my content, consider dropping a like and maybe subscribing. It helps me and help support our cat Gunther. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.